Tell us
Pappy.
when you're in, Pap, and we'll get started. Okay, before we do that, everybody right face. So let's go through the controls. So, if you press escape, you'll bring up the control list, the hotkeys. I'll look at it. But the main things is go into melee, it's X. So everybody press X. Okay. Everybody press X again, so you go back to put arms. N is to take off your bayonet. You don't have to do it now. If you do take it off, just put it back on. Okay. Everybody, right click once, so you go at the ready. So this is the first step in the order of firing. Usually, for the most part, if you're with your commander, if you're with 5th Texas, you'll be just doing aim and then firing. I mean, there's some people that are going to do this, but this is the first step. Now, I think it's right click and hold for the aim. Yep, right click and hold. So you're in the third.
I'm not going to turn to that shoulder arm.
Yeah, you're pretty sure everybody's in the third person view, so everybody press V. You'll go into first person, which personally I call it the second person, which is where you aim but you're not looking down the sights. So you press B when you're aiming, you'll go into the first person, which you're aiming down the sights. So there's 3 different views you can shoot your gun with. So in the future, once we start doing line battles, we're actually fighting as people. We could do some later today. I would say at least try them all out, see what you feel comfortable with. It doesn't really matter what you use, unless it's going to be a server where they're going to force like first person onto us. So for the most part, just use what you think is the best for you. So let's do that. Everybody aim, fire, and then reload. You can, how long does it take to reload? You know?
19 seconds.
19 seconds, and you can actually move at the end of your reload when you're put on the cap of the gun. So always keep that in consideration. If you need to move out, like at this section, you can move out if you need to. Depending on the rules of the match we might play, depending on the server, they might say you can't move if you're reloading, so you might have to break that reload and move. I don't think the devs or the admins are going to be really specific saying you can't move when you're put on your cap, but you know, it's basically whatever the rules of the server are. So
That was never a rule. You'll be fine with it.
I mean, back in North and South, that was kind of a rule. It's like you can't move if you're reloading. But yeah. So at the moment, we're actually going to do some movement. For many guys, you've been playing War of Rights, which is going to be, I would say, kind of different from this game. So everybody, right face. You're facing a single line on me. Oh dang it. About face. Let's do that. Go 180. Go. And move on me. Let's go. So in a regular match, it's either going to be 1 life, conquest, or siege. Usually the lines are run like this. You don't really do double ranks unless, you know, it's an event that everybody agrees to do it. So you'll be just following the person in front of you. I mean, like I said, we have many groups here, so groups might do it differently. Depends on how they want to form their ranks. But let's form up on this fence line to my left. So everybody form up on my left side on this fence line.
How do you jump over the fence?
All the guns
F.
you see to your
F.
left
Press
are
up.
being added for the update.
F. F is your interaction key.
Got
Just
it.
like space is for War of Rights. If you need to hop over a fence or pick up something or open a door, you can press F. That's your interaction key. So yeah. Jump is spacebar, where you can jump at any time. There's actually some fences you can actually jump over, like the low-lying stone wall. So yeah. If you look at the fence, look down, you see it has a health bar. This is the health of the fence. So once the fence loses all its health, it's going to be destroyed. So feel free to destroy the fence in front of you.
If you unfix your bayonet, you can destroy a fence faster.
As you can see, the fence is destroyed, so it's not really there anymore. You can run right through it. I think there is some penetration in this game with considering wooden
Not
objects.
this update yet.
Not this update, but there will be penetration. So even though fences at the moment are solid objects, once they lose their health, you can get hit behind it. But for now, until it loses all its health, you pretty much solid behind it. But in the future, there will be penetration. There is going to be a chance you can get hit. So, but, you know, fences, stone walls, anything is really better than nothing. Alright, let's, advance on me. Let's go to this straight fence. As you can see, some fences are not all up. This one over here on the kind of left is down, so you can run right through it. Unlike War of Rights, where, you know, you can't really block attacks, I mean, we will do bracing, whereas brace on the fence line back up, and just, you know, force the enemy to hop over. I'm pretty sure y'all know how to do bracing, right? Any no's? So, what we did
Can't say I've heard the term before.
Okay, this is more of a War of Rights term, but bracing basically means we're on a fence line, we're being charged. So when either our officer or NCO calls bracing, if you're on the fence line, you back up so you can't get hit behind it. So as y'all see, well, currently I'm hitting the fence line, but you're not close enough where I can't hit you with the sword. There might be, like, you know, just get back away enough where it forces the enemy to hop over. So they have to hop over, and, you know, in the animation where they're hopping over, you could stab them and kill them. Same concept, it's just different melee mechanics. And of course you can destroy this fence line. But I wouldn't do this if you're going to hold on this fence line, you know? Because once it's destroyed, it's useless. So. Alright, regiment, form on me, single line, right in front of you. Does anybody have any questions on fences? Fairly straightforward. No question whatsoever? Alright. Move out on me. So let's go to the left over here so we can use some open area to run formations. So what we did early on the first fence line was we formed on my left. Now we're going to be forming a battle line in the open. So let's say, for example, there's an enemy that forms up on the fence line to our north. I see that and I stop and it's like, form up on my right. So everybody forms up on my right and fire at will at that fence line in front of us. So what basically, once you get accustomed to this, you will be able to get in line and then fire instantly. Like, you don't have to wait for me. Like, I'll give you the order to fire once you're in line, but like once you stop and look to the right and see the enemy, just shoot him. This is going to be the type of combat we'll see if there's no like fences or walls we can use. We'll just have to form a line in the open and just hopefully fight them. All right. Left face and follow me. I'm going to turn to the right, and I might say, you know, form a line on to my right. So basically, form a line to my right. So start forming on my right side, as in I'll walk for y'all, and sprint forward so you can form up on my right. And this is forming a line on the move. If we need to form a line and get ready for combat, we can do that. We can do it coming up to the fence line like we're doing now. So yeah, form up on the fence line in front of us. Does anybody have any questions on that? Anybody have any questions in general? Okay. Doing good. So everybody got that down, forming up just right there, or forming up to the left or right? Alright. I like it. Yeehaw. Alright, about face, and form on me. Form on the officer. Now, here's going to be I mean, it's a combination of forming up on the left and right. It's just forming a line on me on the center. So what happens here is you have a person, you alternate directions. So like Keith will go to the right, Little Muffin will go to the left, and you'll just alternate. So like, let's do that for now, but at the walking pace so you'll know how to understand. So basically, I say form a line on me, form a line on the center, and we'll start diverging to the left and right. So whatever the direction the guy in front of you goes, you go the opposite. So if the guy in front of you goes to the right, you go left. If he goes left, you go right. Does everybody understand that? So basically, you'll be forming a line on the officer and be forming on either side of him. It doesn't matter what side you're on, you're still forming a line. So let's do this at the walk. You'll know how to do it. So we'll just walk forward, form a line on the center. So start forming. Just alternate directions. So if the guy goes left, you go right. Agent, you go left. And just sprint up the corner line. As you can see, we're forming a line on the center on me.
Catch up.
And we can, well, you can sprint in this game, so do sprint and catch up.
Press Alt
And
to sprint.
Or jog.
or jog.
Jog.
And then hold on the fence line. So you'll see how that goes, right? You're forming a line on the center, you just go the opposite direction of the guy in front of you. Unless you're the first guy, but the first guy always goes to the right. And then it's just left, right, left, right, left, right, until, you know, there's nobody left. Any questions on that? Now, I've been thinking about this. We will be dealing with cavalry whenever that comes out. And we're going to have to form some solid formation to deal with cavalry. I think back in First Texas when we did North and South, we did a circle.
First Texas anti-cavalry formation.
Yeah, the anti-cavalry formation. We did some interesting formations there.
Oh shit.
So let's do that, alright? Pick up your flag, form on me, form on the officer, I'm heading north. And then hold on me, single line. What would we name this? What would we name this cavalry formation? Anti-cav formation?
Alright.
Camp Square.
You could
Across
just,
the
you
left
just call it
hand.
you just call it cavalry formation.
Cavalry formation.
Spike formation.
Alright,
I guarantee we're gonna change it a ton.
yeah.
So
We'll
it's not
just,
really worth naming right
I
now.
mean, this is just
cavalry
experimenting on
formation.
how we want to form it. And what we did back in First Texas for North and South was the officer will stand still. For me, for example, I'm the officer. Then the infantry will run a circle around me where you form it in all directions. So Keith, run around a circle around me, everybody falls around him, and just go around until you end over there. And you'll just form a circle around me. No, Keith, you go all the way around.
Oh, okay,
All the
okay.
way.
In,
So
in
you-
theory, what you should be doing is
Yeah.
you should run around so that
This is
if the
circle
line,
life.
if the line is long enough, you basically run back and intersect the line, and you should stop
And then
right roughly
face
there.
whatever direction you're on the part of this circle you are. And this is how we formed a anti-cal formation. Whereas we have bayonets looking in all directions, you're ready to shoot, you're ready to melee. If possible, you're protecting the officer, and you're protecting any special class. So let's do that one more time so we can form it. So
Oh, shit,
form on
try
me. If you understand what to do this time.
Yeah, I got you. That's
So-
just a little different how we do it.
Yeah, this is how we're going to do it in 5th Texas, and we might change it even then.
Yeah.
But
Probably will.
let's do it one more time. So, on the move. So form a anti-cavalry circle on me. Just run around, form the circle, and then once you're at the end, look out in all directions. And then, you know,
That's-
brace for cavalry. And if and when we're attacking cavalry, you do not want to leave the circle. And most likely, cavalry will not be able to shoot on horseback. So if they're going to be on horseback, they can't shoot, so we'll be pretty safe. But we just need to watch out for supporting infantry and artillery. We are a solid target for artillery and infantry, but we'll most likely, I don't think we're really going to fight infantry and cavalry at the same time. It might happen, but usually cavalry runs off by itself. Vito, how would you do it in 13th? Or Keith?
Well, the only thing that's different really is the person at the front, the infantryman at the front, just goes to the farthest point from. So the infantryman in the front would go here, and then they just kind of like one person goes left to his left, one person goes to his right. We kind of fill it in that way instead of going.
Like how we formed in the center?
Yeah,
Okay,
essentially like that, except we're making a circle instead of just running around.
gotcha.
Because we're hoping that we see the cav in front of us instead of it coming up from the rear, essentially. That's
Monkey's falling, yeah.
Honestly, I don't really think that's just a technique difference. It really doesn't affect anything.
We're gonna probably actually know what our anti-cav formation will be when we have cavalry. We can only
Yeah, you
speculate
kind of have to
guess
play around with it.
how much
If we
damage
get a
they do,
feature-
how fast they move, and so on and so forth.
If we get a feature where you can crouch and brace your musket against charging cavalry, we developed a little cheeky one for prime and load that we played a little bit with the 104th that we might copy over.
Yeah, we'll just have to see when cavalry comes in and see how it plays, because Vito is saying, like,
Yeah.
you know, the only time they'll be able to shoot is if they're off on the ground, like off the horse. So like if they're on horseback, they have to use melee. I don't think we'll have to be.
I think
really worried about
it'll
that.
be
They're gonna do it.
it'll be a lot of dragoons that are just going to be playing as mobile skirmishers. I think.
Yeah, I did that back in Hold Fast. Just mount the cavalry and just shoot at infantry, and just charge in once they're open for a charge. But yeah, that'll be an anti-cavalry formation. I don't think you're ready for the first Texas other cavalry formation. I don't think I know even how to teach that, so we're not gonna do it.
That one's more of a just you just have to form it up and guesstimate it. There's
Yeah.
no clean way. Well, I'm sure you could teach a clean way, but we don't have one.
Hold
Tried
line.
it
We could
once.
show them our show them our prime and load cav formation. That's
Yeah,
it's
if you want to.
complicated.
This is basically a drill, so we're welcome to drill.
So it was kind of different just because, again, we had that
Over here,
bracing
One and Holt. I think
technique.
you're the only two ones that played prime and load that are here.
Krenko?
I played prime and low, but not much.
Okay, I know Holt and one. Well, it's hard to do with three people, but pretend I'm the officer. So basically, moving out. Cav formation, one up, one down, since there's three people. So in
Yeah.
prime and load, there's a feature where when you crouched and you had your musket in melee mode, it would brace it, and cavalry that charged into it would die. So basically, we had a way.
That's
Just
an NW
assume it's
too.
like this, but all the way around the circle. One person would be on the
What the
ground
fuck?
bracing, and then the person behind him would kind of like support the gaps in between the people crouching, and get any cavalry
Yeah.
to try to jump over.
So we had people in the center of the circle ready to like fight standing up, and then the majority of people were just crouching. But again, because of the bracing technique.
Have we
Can
even
attack.
told the devs about having muskets right the brace against cavalry?
Well, it's different because you can attack while crouching in this, so I
Yeah,
don't know if
yeah.
that is
I was just
possible.
wondering if they can set up like back in NW, if you
A
just like
hotkey or
crouch
something, yeah.
in melee, you have the musket out bracing, like almost like what you have now,
Yeah.
just like sitting there.
The reason it worked in Prime Load is because anytime you were crouched, it worked. So you could even strafe and do it. So that was kind of the reason it actually worked
Yeah.
at all.
You could
just
absolutely
strafe and-
fucking destroy Cav.
Oh yeah,
It seems kind of broken, not gonna lie.
It was sick
it
though.
was. People just like crouch in front of the horse and just instantly die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah,
it,
you had
it
it
does,
more
you
down.
don't just drop into the animation. Like it took a bit longer, of course, right? So you can't just like drop within a second to do it. But yeah,
NW had it more balance for it, but
Yeah, I liked NW's was a little twitchy though. Like if you moved at all, it would kind of fuck it up.
yeah,
even-
you have to very slowly move.
I would like an in between where you could move like really slowly, maybe, but it would give some flexibility.
Okay, that's the anti-cav formation. We'll definitely have to experiment with it when we get cavalry. Trying to think of what else we did back in First Texas and NW. What kind of formation? Forming left, forming right, forming in the center, to the cav. I mean, of course, crouching on the fence line.
Y'all do like flanks and reverse columns on the move and stuff like that.
I mean, we did like line to left, line to right if we're moving a column, and we just say like
Yeah.
line to the right. Everybody just
That's
goes
pretty
right.
much-
Column right. That's the word. Right.
Yeah, that's what we just say flank instead. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing.
Did they slow down
Everybody,
the crowd?
form up on me, the officer. Got my sword up.
What?
The speed at which you move while crouched?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you used
Single
to
line, guys,
zoom
single line,
on
single
that
line.
shit.
Yeah, flank right, flank left. I think we'll get that. So, the idea here is when the order is called, everybody turns to the 90 degrees left or 90 degrees right, depending on the direction the officer called. So if it's like flank left, everybody just turn left and just move in that direction. So we're already advancing in a line. If it's called like flank right, you just turn right and just start advancing that way. The fastest way you can form a line. So let's do that on the move. Form up on me. I'm just going to give you a heads up. We'll be forming to the right. So once it's called, everybody just turn to the right. There's no need to wait for the person in front of you. Everybody turn right. So advance in on me. Pass 3. Flank right. Move. See, we already formed a line. We're already moving in that direction. Alright. Halt. Form on me.
Dress left. Yep.
Yeah, dress on the officer. Alright, moving on me. We'll do U-turn and go back the other direction. Alright. Flank left. Move. As you can see, you easily form a line to the left. You already advanced in that direction. Pretty easy. Pretty simple. And then halt. Fire at will. Dress down to the right. Dress down to the right. And unlike War of Rights, for many of y'all that haven't played this style of combat before, there won't be a lot of time you're just sitting around. Like, you'll be moving, especially if there's no fence line. It's just an open area. There's hills, there's valleys, there's defilades, whatever. You won't really be sitting around. You'll be moving because, first off, artillery can go anywhere. They can move pretty fast, and they'll bombard you if you still. So you're going to always be on the move. You're always going to run into combat. Unless it's like a siege map where you're waiting for the enemy to come attack you. You'll be always moving. You're always looking for the enemy because you know where they'll spawn, but they can go anywhere in the area that's playable.
As an officer, I'm terrified of airburst in this game. I feel like that's gonna be absolute hell to deal with. Even if they know you're on the other side of a hill, a good party officer can just pepper you.
Yep.
Oh, just wait
I've
till
done
Does it make
like
buffing?
one artillery officer gets a round shot right down your line, mows them all down.
I killed 7 or so people with airburst in one shot. So
Yeah, that pissed them off. They
it's-
charged the
you know what
guns
you're
like, we
doing.
gotta silence those guns. You can still
Pretty
see that
based,
video
not
scroll
gonna
up in the alpha test. Olaf posted it.
I think so.
And
I
for
wish
the
it penned it.
shooting, it's really straightforward. Like I said, you know, just figure out which person, first, second, third person you want to aim in, and just, you know, work on that. I don't think the first
Also,
person is completely accurate at the moment.
Taking your bayonet off reduces your weapon sway by quite a bit. It's pretty noticeable.
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, depending on how big the map is, how close the enemy is, you will just have to consider that if you want to take your bayonets off. I mean, it's going to take that long to put it back on, but you just don't want to
Yeah.
rush without it, because bayonets will easily wipe the floor against butts. So for melee, who hasn't really done this type of melee before with attacking and blocking and hammering, shoving?
Yeah, me.
Happy. Alright. How many guys do we have? 16? So let's, either switch to a group fight map and work on melee there, or we could just do it on this map.
We should do that. We can do
Yeah.
that.
Group
It'd
fight.
be
Yeah.
Do
way
the
too hard
do the
to go
group
this
fight
way.
one.
Alright,
Turn
let's
off,
meet
where
up
you
in the
can't
middle and don't kill each other, because it just won't work on everything. So Confederates form up on my left.
Hold on my left.
Yeah, Yankees come back.
Don't shoot. Funky.
Sorry.
Please, hold fire, hold fire.
It's okay, Spunky.
I apologize.
Everyone to turn
It's all
around,
good,
shoot the
Spunky.
opposite direction.
Shoot up in there, shoot up in there. Aim up and shoot.
No unload.
So everybody get it into melee mode. Press X. So with the bayonet, you have two directions of attack. You have a top attack and a bottom attack. The bottom attack at the moment I notice does a lot, hits the ground a lot especially. So everybody just stab with the bottom attack. As you can see, half the time it hits the ground. Now everybody do a top attack, so up attack. This attack has the potential to do a lot of damage. You can literally one-shot somebody with an up attack if you hit the person in the head. As everybody has, what, 100 health? I mean, head damage can do a lot of damage. You could one-shot people. So, always keep that in consideration when you're fighting in melee. As I'm pretty sure some of y'all saw at the very beginning, you can't block all directions at once. So if you are in like a 2v1 or a 3v1, if you and your allies attack this one person and all in different directions, they can't block it all. They might block an up attack and get hit with a bomb attack, unless they're quick enough. But y'all have to attack at the same time.
And remember, this is just bayonet,
Fair.
so
Make sure you
not
change
blocking.
things like mine.
What's up?
Your banner.
Your banner?
Oh, okay. I have no clue how to do that. So
Now
I'll
let's walk through all the different ways to block. So you have 4 directions of blockings. You have left, right, up, and down. The up and down is up and down attacks. Like I said before, the bayonet can only attack up and down. But once you start facing like guns without bayonets, so like if you just swing the gun, so everybody press in, take off your bayonet. Now just swing it left and right. Don't hit your allies. I don't think you can. But as you can see, you can attack in 4 directions now. Up, down, left, and right. This is the same with swords. This is the same with knives. So, of course. You need to learn all attacks. Like, if you know what kind of weapon you're going against, if it's a bayonet, then you just have to worry about up and down. If it's like a sword or a gun butt, you have to worry about all directions. But depending on the people you fight against, you can learn how they fight. So if you might be facing against a person that always does down attacks, just make sure you're blocking that way. Everybody press E.
What key?
E.
E.
E as in east.
E.
E. East, E is your shove button. It's a kick or it's a shove. If you're blocking, you can shove. And this can interrupt what your enemy's doing. They can knock them on the ground. So just run up to the opposing team and press E on them. Don't kill each other, but no stabbing, no swinging, just shove them. As you can see, it messes them up and it knocks them away from what they're doing. You can literally stop somebody from blocking by just pressing E. Alright, back up. Back up. I just wanted to
I'll heal it.
Alright.
No one attack
Yep.
anymore.
Hey, back up, get away, rejoin your teams. So as you can see, shoving does mess with your opponent. You can actually shove them and then stab them if they're not ready. Like it knocks them off. So with all that in mind, like when you're in melee, just keep everything in mind. Know what you're fighting against so you know what directions you need to block. But always watch the attack. So like if somebody is swinging up, do an up attack. If somebody is like stabbing, do a down attack. If they're swinging left or right, block in the direction whatever it's coming. Just need to know what direction they're coming from. Just block in there, and make sure you hold the block until they swing. Like once the swing hits you where you block it, then you can let go.
Yeah, wait for the audio cue.
Yeah, personally, I never hold the block long enough, and like I just drop it right when they hit me. And some people might use that to their advantage. Like if they know that you're not going to hold the block long enough, they could wait or they could drag it and wait till you drop your block before they hit you. Like it doesn't matter if you block up. It only matters when the interaction between their attack and your block connects. Before and after that, it doesn't matter. So if you drop it right before they hit you, you're going to get hit. The same works after too. Like if you're slow on the block, they're going to hit you. And yeah. Chambering is the way to block and attack at the same time. Can you only do this with the same direction? I think so. I don't think you can do like a down stab and block up stab. Yeah. It's only the same direction.
No, it has to be the same direction.
So with this, if you know that your opponent's going to do an up attack, you can do an up attack like a split second after them, and that will chamber it, and that will cancel their attack and allow you to attack them. That means that it forced them to block it right after their attack.
One thing in this game, it's not based on attacking right after. It's whenever you prime your attack. If like right after they release it, when you prime, that's how you chamber. It's a little different from NW. It's something we figured out.
How do you do that? Like, how do you prime it?
Like when you first click like to go to this phase, like if you release like right when I go to this phase, that's what chambers it. Oh, sorry. Here, just attacking. Oops. It's hard with a sword, but it's easier with
it's
a
really
bayonet.
hard. Chambering, like, if you can get the hang of it, you can do a lot of work with it, but it's really hard to master. Like, honestly, I honestly don't know how to chamber. I might get it ever so often, but it's not something that was planned. But, like, there's a lot of ways to fight in this game. You can use shoving, you can use chambering, you can just, you know, outblock your opponent. Like, as long as you're alive at the end, if you have 1 health left, and you're able to, you know, kill your opponent, you win. It doesn't matter how much health you lost. As long as you don't lose all your health, you'll do fine. So, back up. Let's do some, one-on-one melee. So, everybody line up on your side. We'll just work our way down.
Can you heal everybody again?
You know? So let's work on the Union right and the Confederate left. So Ray and whoever this is down here. I can't see your name. So Ray, come over here to me, and then whoever's the Union guy.
Oh, it's okay.
It's just one-on-one. It's one-on-one. So y'all just fight against each other. And once you're dead, just run back to your side.
We got him!
Boom.
To victory!
Okay. Next person up, Muffin. You can move around. You don't have to stand still. You can try to go around somebody, flank them, get her.
Oh, that was a chamber right there.
Yeah.
Rear. Good job, Muffin. Brats.
Don't telegraph. If you hold your rifle up for 2 seconds, they're gonna know what you're doing. Don't telegraph like that.
To victory!
He chambered me.
Ooh. And
Watch
you also
side
need to
blocks,
watch out
yeah.
when blocking up or down. Like sometimes you need to make sure you're blocking up because the game sometimes registers it as a left or right block. It fucks with me sometimes.
You can't slowly look. If you want to block, you have to sharply look up and down, left, right, or whatever.
You can change your sensitivity for left-right blocking, so you're more likely to catch the up-down.
Who's up next? Toxic. Money go back. Did your turn. Who's up next for the Union? It doesn't matter. Who's up next?
Someone go.
Just someone that hasn't gone, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Krinka, we'll play.
And of course, guns without bayonets, they are weaker in melee, but they can swing in all directions. So there's a pro and con without having
Holy
bayonet.
shit, we're fucking Sundance.
Can I play engineer?
Sure. I mean, we're doing melee. You don't want to be in the melee.
Yeah, I'm gonna play engineer with the shovel.
Go right ahead.
I'm gonna go another round.
Yeah, we'll just circle around.
Talk.
Nice.
Go, Muffin. Or has
Red
all the
Panda.
Confederates gone yet? Spunky. Go, Spunky. Go, melee.
Spunky.
Go kill my melee, Spunky.
Spunky, get up, bro.
Go, Spunky.
Dance tactics.
Alright, I'll go. Who wants to
Give him
fight the
another
officer?
chance. Give him another chance.
Don't do that, Spunky.
Here, Red, can I get a heal?
Keep,
First.
keep. Oh, yeah, hold
Heal me first.
on.
Just heal everybody.
Spunky approach right here.
Everyone? Alright.
Everybody.
Fuck me, what the hell? There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Keith?
My
get
melee's
him.
not working that well.
Oh.
X. Spunky, press X.
Ooh.
Ah, nice. You did the best with the sword that anyone I fought, because it's really easy in this game if you're fighting a sword to just control the range, because there's a noticeable difference. But you were like on top of my ass the entire time.
That's what you have to do with a sword. Like, you gotta know your range, and you gotta know how close you need to get. It fucks with bayonets too, like that close range stuff. Like, you need to keep.
Yeah,
people
I gotta.
distance.
I got a poke.
Spunky. What are you doing, Spunky? Alright, who's next up in the melee? Ray, you haven't gone yet. You gone the second time, Ray?
Oh yeah, one more. Not yet.
You wanna go again? Go again, Ray. Four directions, Ray.
Second time either.
Spunky, stay back.
Shovel him! Shovel him! Shovel him!
Come on, Ray.
Go, shovel him!
Get him! Get him, Ray!
Oh, get him with the shovel! Come on!
Yeah!
Ray, you were too
Alright,
close there. You
Spunk.
need to back up.
Yeah, I knew I gotta learn this.
All good. Still got time. As long as you start learning.
I'm sure the
you'll be able-
melee system sensitivity to blocking and stuff is going to change a lot, so I wouldn't really worry about mastering it right now.
Just get the
Just get a
hang of
rough
it
idea
now.
of what it's like. Yeah.
You guys want to do a
There,
full
like that.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, hang on. So what are you doing with that, Jack? You're
It's
hang
so,
on.
like, as
I'll
soon-
run back over you. So as soon as I see you like start swinging, like I just fucking
just
swing up.
Back up, back
It's
up.
like-
Let's do a team melee. Back up, back
like the
up,
same
back
way
up.
you would block like that. It's like you
Yeah.
just use your other mouse button.
Go down.
Hang on. Okay.
All right. Go back to the end of your
Hold on, this flag.
slide. Yeah, go to the flag. Go to the flag.
Like,
Can we get healed?
Man difference.
Get a hill.
Yeah, can I get a heal?
What's the difference between the teams?
6 to 9.
Right.
Although you're not. I don't know if you're.
You're
doing
one
P6
one
to 8.
Confederate over here.
Who wants to go over
I'll
for
go.
Texas?
I'll go.
Here, I'll choose.
Red Rover, Red Rover. Little Muffin, come over. Once he spawns in, we
Just
can
hold
do
down
it.
his right flank.
yeah. Spawn regular infantry.
Oh.
Do I have to?
Remember, guys, this is a team melee, so
Yes.
work with your allies. Like I said before, try to gang up on somebody, try to work together. Do different attacks so you're not all attacking the same way.
Why didn't come with me?
I mean,
Hello.
Let's hold this.
and
Yeah.
that goes the same. Like, don't try to get ganged up, try to work with your team. You have allies for a reason. This isn't War of Rights. You can't just run in, stab, stab, stab. People can block. People can move around. So, yeah. Union, ready to go?
Yep.
Confederacy, you ready to go?
To glory!
Confederacy, you ready to go? Fifth Texas, are you ready to go?
Let's
Okay,
go.
let's go.
If you die, spawn
No
your
shooting,
Charge.
no shooting.
In mode.
Yeah, if
Only
you die,
only.
stay out of it.
Yeah, stay at your flag if you die. Work with your team, work with your team.
Watch for TK, boys.
Oh, you got behind me. Okay. You need to watch your right flank. Oh,
Yeah.
Spunky's not even in melee. though.
27.
Don't shoot, don't shoot.
Stay
I-
at your flag, stay at your flag.
Fucking hate swords.
Oh, looks like
Hate
no
him
one
with a passion.
I'm gonna heal everyone. Healing 3, 2, 1.
yeah, why not? At least they don't do like 80 damage like Prime in the Hood.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking ridiculous.
Alright, you ready to go for round 2?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's do it. Work
Oh,
together,
shit.
guys. Work together. Work with your team.
Yeah, Ray got surrounded there.
Yeah, I saw that. It helped
Watch the
Sarah get
officer.
surrounded.
Nice.
Good
One
job,
more.
13.
Oh, cock! Yo!
Back up, back up. You're not in melee, back up.
Not too many. Not too many. There we go.
Break off.
Hey, Fifth Texas guys, you see what they're doing? They're working together as a team. Don't go in alone. Work together. Yeah. Actually, I'll go switch to
Alright,
Dana
heal.
too.
Heals. Alright. Ready when you are.
When I respawn.
On your shot.
Damn.
Remember, guys, you do have the sprint option, so if you feel like you're going to lose a melee, you can try to sprint out of there.
Crinkle.
Crinkle, what the
Alright,
fuck?
let's go.
Hold on, hold on.
Sorry, my
Where's
aimbot.
one?
It was my
Hold up,
aimbot.
hold up, hold
Wait,
up.
wait, 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 wait.
Alright,
Okay,
I'm
we're
back.
ready. We're ready.
Alright, let's go.
Ready? Go.
What?
It's all the blue, man. It all gets me fucking confused as shit. I'm fucking team killing everyone.
Watch out, watch out. There we go.
You like that sprint behind them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually.
That was quick work right now. Cool. Alright, get back to your spots. Don't shoot. Hills in 3, 2, 1. Hilled. Alright, there you go.
Union
Alright.
ready.
Let's go.
Jack, come with me.
Watch the right flank.
Nah, don't fuck your right flank, bro.
Fuck. Chamber. Nate, no! Bro, how many chambers? Fuck off!
Stay at your flag, guys.
Sorry.
Dead. Stay at your flag.
Get him, keep.
Let's get it, Jack. Let's fucking
Two more,
go.
two more, two more.
No, fuck him. They don't need him.
Get him, Ray. Get him, Ray.
Are you putting in that work?
Spunky going in, aim.
Spunky,
He's hit, he's hit. Nice.
Alright.
Spunky.
Spunky, press
Dude.
X.
Funky.
Hang on.
Press X.
Good job, Ray. You held out to the end.
Woo! Let's go. Sorry, that was a good fucking shot.
That's good. It's all good.
Alright, killing. 3, 2, 1. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Yo, we're just built different, Jack. We're just
13, where you gonna come from? What
We
game?
could.
prime and load, hold fast. Like all the
Deploy,
melee
yeah.
is like all the same.
Yeah, most of my
Like,
guys are
we're-
full of rides.
it's
No
a
melee,
big
really. Alright, you ready to go?
Try to do a volley against each other next time. Not this one.
Oh,
next
Volley
time.
and
God.
No,
charge,
next
volley
time,
and
next
charge.
time, next time.
See what happens.
Okay, just charge in. No shooting.
Next time. Next time.
Yo, let's get this motherfucker.
Shoot. Stay in
Okay.
spot.
Ooh.
They killed
Spunky.
me. Ray killed me.
Stay in your spot.
I
Next
killed
time.
him.
Dang it, Ray.
Spunky, you have to press X.
Yeah. Alright,
13th form up on me.
let's line up.
We'll do-
volley and
We'll
charge.
do a tight ranks volley.
Yeah, tight rank.
Yeah,
Do we
I
heal?
gotta-
Oh god.
Reload if you need it. We get a heal.
In the hill. 3, 2,
Spunky,
1,
Spunky,
hills.
form up in the line. Spunky. Spunky, form up. You go, Spunky.
13th, dress left. Dress left.
Yeah, waiting for everybody to
Just
get their
left harder.
loads. Everybody
There we
press
go.
R so you get your load if you need to.
Alright.
We'll do it at the same time. No,
No, Spunky.
Spunky.
Hey. I mean, good
Use
job.
fire, hold fire, hold fire, hold fire. Oh wait.
Spunky, don't fire until
Okay,
I tell you
we're
so,
ready.
okay? Spunky, Spunky, that's all you have to know.
You're coming private, right?
Yeah,
Give
you're
it
private.
serious.
I'll give it once Spunky gets his load.
He should be good.
Spunky is Spunky. Okay,
Alright.
take aim.
Oh,
Fire.
Damn you.
Hoorah!
Charge in.
If you died, take a knee in your spot.
Hold up the
If you
flag.
died, take a knee.
Damn it, guys.
My bad.
Team kill me.
Nice.
how do you
Let's fucking go, boys.
developer console?
Back Cajun, I won't kill you early this time.
Alright,
I am-
Texas,
I
form
am,
up
like-
on my left.
I have the smallest sliver of health left.
Left.
There
Left, Brendan. There you go, Brendan. Alright,
Keep going.
Oh, that's
One
right.
sec,
You can
reloads.
you can lean. So you
reloads,
can
he
shoot
reloads.
in 2 ranks forever.
Shoulder arms, shoulder
Uh,
arms.
Alright.
Shoulder arms.
Spunky's gonna shoot.
Unit looks ready.
Alright, at the ready. Aim. That's an aim. Fire.
You
Charge,
jumped there.
gentlemen.
Heads and take a knee in your spawn.
Me and
Nice
Money
pickup.
Brian killed each other at the same exact time.
Yeah.
Funny.
It's destiny.
Nice.
That's it.
Damn, boys, clean them up. Let's go.
Good job, guys. Alright, fifth Texas, form up on the left. You have Toxic on the right side this time.
13 threats to my right.
You mean the left side?
Yeah, left side of me.
Up here, guys. Up here.
Yeah, you
Get your
see-
reloads. Don't break for it.
Shoulder arms, shoulder arms. And yeah, they get their loads.
You don't.
Spunky short. I'm
You
not
don't
gonna
start
try.
wobbling if you aim too long, right?
Guys,
No.
don't fucking shoot.
It's the same.
before the-
Yeah, it's the same forever. It's not like
Yeah,
War
it's-
Ryan's where it
it's-
just drop. You'll just sway back and forth for as long as you
Spunky.
aim.
Spunky, don't aim.
Alright,
Spunky.
take aim.
I'm gonna try it more.
You missed anyway.
Fire.
I got hit.
Sergeant.
Seth,
Let's get it, boys.
Seth, are you targeting me?
So we
Yes,
got
I am. I know who you are.
Fine if you-
I need to
I
change
think
my
I
uniform.
fired a second early. Rip.
Yeah, that was. I think you got me, dude. Yeah. You,
Yeah, that was.
No, you killed Spunky Ray.
Oh, get this guy. Get this guy.
Please don't stab him, somebody.
Turn around and fight.
Nice.
Cowards.
Spunky, no.
Uh oh.
Spunky, come back, Spunky.
No.
Just kill him, just kill him.